I would like to welcome you to another episode of The Foundation. I decided we're going to enter another series, the Legacy series. Legacy. So, first one being, we're going to talk about family as a business, or, one of the aspects or legs of a family legacy. Now, I'm going to get deep in this. I wouldn't say a lot to go through, but I definitely want to point out some basic fundamentals when it comes to how informed families look at business, whether public or private, and how uninformed families look at business, whether public or private. First and foremost, when you're dealing with legacy, the specific term, legacy, it can mean a lot of things. The definition of legacy is an amount of money or property left to someone in a will, or at least one of them. Legacy is also can be, what you leave after you've gone. Left this planet, whether it be for society, for the public, or for the private. So I guess, property. A business, a charity would be property, would be estate property. And I like that definition. It's very simple. But also, in my opinion, legacy is what separates success and significance. You can be successful in your lifetime, but does that create a legacy? After you are gone and the people who loved you, move on or forget about you, or they pass on, is your name still going to ring? And that's really important to some people. Specifically, it's important to those who are, I would say, are in control, of overall certain things. I'm going to be very careful because, but I'm still stepping on toes. So, when it comes to legacy, I want everyone to think about significance. In order to have a legacy, you need to be significant, or the things that you create needs to be significant. All right? Now, the easiest way, chill, let's turn it off. The easiest way and the fundamental way to promote a legacy is through family. All right? So the informed families, they understand this term legacy. That's why I'm going to do this legacy series. And they understand the vast implications of what legacy is. But the first, in my opinion, the first point or load-bearing wall of your legacy is your family. And your family as a business. Now, informed families understand this. Uninformed families drive and push for singular success. So a lot of these stars, a lot of these people that, are stars, a lot of them have, single names. They don't say their last name. Or they have a name that's like a performing name. They're not necessarily promoting their family. Definitely not promoting, their family as a business, whether public or private. So, singular successes do not advocate and promote what's necessary and conducive for legacy and significance through legacy. Okay? Now, uninformed families go out on their own, make their own, the White House, the picket fence, pursue the American dream. There is a stigma. There is a purposefully created and defined role to every individual. I don't care what your gender is, male or female, what you are, how you are, I don't care. Whether you fall into it or not, if there's another one. And either way, it more often than not falls on individual success. And, you know, we chase after and we worship, you know, certain things or gods, quote, and we know nothing of, you know, currency, stars, idols, you know, certain different things. I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to get off this. And I want to, you know, definitely be clear. But informed families, they understand to keep it in the family. Most of the informed families are elite families. And when it comes to family as a business, how an informed family operates is especially different from how an uninformed family operates. To be specific, an informed family, more often than not, especially when they get to the second and third generation, they do not use the banking system for financing of vehicles, for financing of properties, whether commercial or residential, financing in investment capital for businesses, for yachts, so on and so forth. They do not use banks. And I'm telling you this because I know the truth. So they don't go out and encourage their children to go out and get a loan and pay interest to a bank that is owned by another family. It's one of the main things they do. One of the main things. They have internal private financing, maybe denominated in a public currency. Please understand what I'm saying. But they have internal, private. They use their family as a business. Each individual family member conducts a trade or business, whether public or private, for the benefit of the family, because the family is the business. They all understand that shit. They are stronger together than they are individually. It doesn't matter how much success one individual family member achieves. That's all what happened to Prince's estate. That's all what happened to Michael Jackson's estate. You see what happened to these people's estates who are singular in their success. This is a habitual issue with the uninformed. It doesn't matter if one of you out of your race or whatever you want to call it, so-called race, alleged race, are successful, that will not turn into generational wealth. It will be taxed by the time you're out of here, by the time, you dust the flesh off your soul. Through probate, through litigation, through creditors, through inheritance tax, through gift tax, there's all types of tax. They figured it out in the public. The odds are exponentially against the individual. Now, a family working together privately, a family working together as a business, promotes generational wealth. You are born into wealth. Your family has money. People, other families know your family. Your family has a reputation. Wouldn't you love for your children or your grandchildren to be teased and picked on, not because they're poor, but because they have money? I know I would. But we got to understand legacy. We understand family as a business. So family as a business, obviously, it operates through trust. Y'all know what I'm getting at. I hardly ever let up on this foundational entity, foundation. And done properly, generational wealth is easily achieved. Families, members can finance their business endeavors, their vehicle purchases, their home purchases, their commercial property purchases, their boat purchases, their stock purchases, their life insurance purchases. Through their own family's wealth. Family as a business promotes family financing, a family together administering an estate, because every one of y'all know that there's a lot of money in this family trust. Every one of y'all. We were talking about this since I was really young. There's a trust. There's a family trust. So-and-so is the executive trustee. So-and-so is the other trustee. So-and-so got a car and started a business when they were such and such age because they got a disbursement at that age. And then, on top of that, anytime they wanted to go into business, anytime they wanted to finance a home, depending on certain circumstances that were in the trust, these funds were available to them through the family, which means no going through underwriting, no checking the credit, no paying interest to banks, not having to worry about foreclosure, repossession, these types of things. It's a different way of living. Definitely. So earlier I said, there's a small handful of people, the elite, that pretty much. In 1913, the 62nd Congress created a commission to investigate these newly entities or foundations, the roles in America. And they determined that these entities, these private families, these legacy administrators were rapidly beginning to control the education and the social services of the nation. When we understand the foundational principles of legacy and family as a business, as a family, more than likely, even in our lifetimes, let's say we started from zero, we are going to see things that happen in our family and see family members achieve certain things that we never thought possible, that our parents never thought possible, that our grandparents never thought possible. These types of moments that you witness that brings tears to your eyes of joy, because you can't think of anyone in your family that was able to witness, be a part of, be able to these things. I guarantee you. So, what do they mean? Control the education and the social services of the nation. Well, let me get to that. When I talk about informed families versus uninformed families, we got to understand one thing. If you go to a public school, I don't care if it's a private public school, unless it's, a specific, some kind of seminary school, or I don't even know the school. To tell you the truth, I'm still looking. But we're not taught specific information. We got to understand that when it comes to legacy, the family to study is the Rockefellers. So the Rockefellers, John Rockefeller, these guys, this cat. So I studied the Rockefellers, I studied them heavily, because I'm into this, and I'm into, moving in structures and entities in the ways that the wealthy do. When you want to be wealthy, do what the wealthy do. You want to be rich, do what the rich do. You want to be famous, do what the famous do. You want to be poor, do what the poor do. So I study these things. So understand that Rockefeller created industries, public industries, for the benefit of his private estate, his private family. Let me tell you this. The owner of 1-800-Flower did an interview. And in the interview, he was asked if your business went under, or if flowers were outlawed or something, how long would it take for your family to notice the difference? He replied that his family would never notice the difference because he went and set up his private wealth separate from his business. Once again, you separate for your private wealth from your public or business wealth. There's a specific way you do that. For those who, like to study, it's called the run rate, RUNRATE. Go ahead and check it out. I'm going to talk on endowments. Endowments create museums, cultural institutions, colleges, universities, hospitals, so on and so forth. You go in a hospital, you see the donor wall, see those families and those foundations. Those are endowments. Endowment is one of the ways that private families in legacy separate their business wealth from their family wealth. So when you go to colleges and universities and you see those names on the walls, you see, libraries with names on them, so-and-so, statues, commissions, halls, all that stuff. These are, set up by endowments. Deanships, professorships, chairs, the universities and so on. They're not being paid by the university to be there. These deanships, professorships, and chairs, they're being paid by private families or organizations through endowments. And this is how, the elite in this country control the curriculum that's being taught in the public schools. Congress in 1913 said that these men are rapidly able to control the education and social services of the nation. This is what Congress said in 1913. Y'all look it up. That's why I got dates. I study hard for y'all because I love y'all and I want y'all to be informed. So, how is this done? Well, this is how I get universities, colleges, and so on and so forth. These colleges and universities, you see African American studies and these different types of studies, Nordic studies, whatever. The college and university is paying for that curriculum to be taught. It's being paid for through an endowment. So, these wealthy families set up endowments with the universities, get their name put on the wall, and they are able to control the curriculum that's being taught in the schools. So back to Rockefeller setting up the steel industry, the oil industry, different industries. There's a rumor he went to Japan and bought a company that was going under, basically fixed it, renamed it, and then sold it back to some Japanese people. But it was called Sony. The Japanese probably never admit that, but Sony could be Standard Oil New York. I don't know. But in order, for wealthy people to exist, there's a requirement for those wealthy people to have people who will work and do the work for them, shipping and cleaning and, all the stuff that, we do, basically. And this is done through these different industries that are set up where the income of the labor is taxed. All goods and services are paid for by the labor, and then those goods and services and tax. And then all, the profits go to, the family, private family as a business. How it's set up. Family as a business. Now, how does that happen? Well, in order for these industries to run, there needs to be human capital. There needs to be humans to run these industries, use the books, to create the products, to perform the services, so on and so forth. If you got money, you're not going to do that. So you got to create the public school system. So in 1903, the General Education Board was established through an endowment heavily from the Rockefeller family. There was other families involved. Write that down, 1903, General Education Board. Okay? Rockefeller set up over 34 different colleges and universities and schools before he passed, man. Y'all feel what I'm saying? In just need to say a couple, man, because we're out of time. In 1901, set up the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research. In 1903, he had heavy influence in setting up the General Education Board. In 1913, he set up the Rockefeller Foundation. In 1910, he helped establish the University of Chicago, providing $600,000 of the $1 million endowment to set up the University of Chicago, 1910. 1913's Rockefeller Foundation. 1916, set up Rutgers University. Y'all know this? I'm about to bring the pain in a second. 1914, set up the China Medical Board and the Peking Union Medical College. This fool set up the China Medical Board. Y'all can do the research. Do the research. I'm not playing. In 1919, John Dewey. Y'all know about the Dewey Decimal System? John Dewey, through a heavy endowment provided by Rockefeller, founded the Progressive Education Association, which basically was going around and saying that the bulk of the population was biologically childlike, requiring lifelong care. This is in the 1919. This is John Dewey. He did the Dewey Decimal System. I know, a lot of people understand what that is. I know what that is. I remember that, like second grade or something, first grade. I don't remember. I remember it. The card catalog, it was whack. Couldn't wait for computers, man. What was that, 1919? Was that 1919? Okay. Check this out. In 1924, the Atlanta School for African American Women was renamed Spelman College in honor of Rockefeller's wife's maiden name. So Rockefeller's wife, her family name is Spelman. A historically all-black college. Rockefeller. Look it up. Not playing with you. Same thing. Morehouse. I ain't forget about this. Morehouse was Rockefeller's pastor and business partner. Okay, remember I said 1903 General Education Board? In 1964, the General Education Board became the Board of Education, which mandates all state public schools. There's informed family and there's uninformed families. Uninformed families are usually broken. Uninformed families usually have no real specific reason to stick together beyond being family. These days, an individual lifestyle is much more popular. Some people don't talk to their family. You can watch court shows and, family members are suing family members. The destruction of the family is playing right before our eyes. The main reason why is we don't understand legacy is because we're not taught. It's not what we're taught. It's not because we're stupid. It's not because we're slow. It's because the elite in this country are controlling the education in this country. They've been controlling it since 1913, when the 62nd Congress created a commission to investigate Carnegie and Rockefeller and these new foundations, and they held that these men are not only able to control their company and their employees, but through these different private entities and their family legacy, their family estate, they're rapidly able to control the education and the social services of the nation. And this is Congress in 1913. To me, this is foundational information. And that's why I'm putting it on the Legacy series here on the Foundation on High Frequency Radio Network. So, this is going to be the archive. It's going to be in the podcast. Y'all can rewind it, check out the dates. And I expect that you double check what I said. But hospitals, universities, cultural institutions, all these things are set up to endow you. And this is, before you even go to your first day of school, it's already first day of kindergarten, preschool, it was done. It was done, son. And I think it's important for us to understand that. So it's important for us to get in a position to counteract that fact, because it's a fact, point blank, period. I don't care how many A's and B's you got. I don't care how many letters you got behind your name. You've been taught controlled knowledge. It's controlled knowledge. You got to go into the private. You got to understand what's going on. You got to get with someone on High Frequency Radio Network. You got to hit me up, admin@welcometothefoundation.com. It's time to get out of this mess. It's time to take control of your family. A family trust will ensure that your lineage will at least talk to each other. So there's a lot of money in there. One of the secrets of the elite or the rich, they get life insurance policies, put them in the name of the family trust, spend all their money. When they die, it funds the family trust anyways. There's nothing the public can do about it because the trust avoids inheritance taxes, death taxes, probate taxes, litigation through creditors, judgments, garnishments, all this stuff. For over 100 years, for hundreds and hundreds of years, but I say over 100 years because 1913, the 1040 and the 1041 was introduced, the income tax. It's 2017, over 100 years, baby. To me, this is paramount. To me, this is very, very important. To me, not only are we going to control our wealth, create our legacy, generational, multi-generational wealth. But at the same time, we are facilitating the interconnectivity and interdependence of our family members, of our children, of our heirs. They will grow up knowing that there is a family estate, that there is family money, that there's a family trust. And in order to get that money or get at your portion of the money, you got to do specific things, and you got to, it binds family members together, while the public is breaking family members apart. It's the exact opposite. We got to stand on the 7 pillars and build our foundation on the shoulders of giants. This is paramount. This is important. And I bring that in the first installment of the Legacy series for y'all right here on High Frequency Radio Network on the foundation. My name is Sot L, and I do this because I love y'all. Straight up. I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't receive other benefits. Benefits of gratitude, benefits of positivity, benefits of significance in people's lives, benefits of good thoughts, the benefit of feeling good about myself. I'm helping to cause and affect change, positive change in people's lives. Definitely benefits. But before all that came, before all the emails and all the love and, the hate, before all that came, it's because of love. Because I knew that I knew something that most people didn't know. I've been all over the world, y'all. Traveled over oceans and stuff many times in a position of higher class, you would say. And I've seen a lot. And everywhere I've gone, I've seen my people tore up. And I come back home, and y'all can get on this racial stuff all day. You can fall for it. Bottom line is, there's a hood over here, there's a trailer park over there. There's crack over here, there's meth over there. There's OD and Colt 45 over here, there's Budweiser over there, and Pabst Blue Ribbon. So it's out of love how I bring the foundation to y'all, man. Let's strip, raise, burn it down, demolish. I don't care what you got to do. Sometimes you got to destroy in order to build. Destroy that previous anti-helpful foundation, and let's lay this current inline solid foundation. Very important. Look around you. I'm not talking about taxes. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about gold or silver. I'm not talking about property. I'm not talking about cars, Maseratis. I'm not talking about none of that stuff. I'm talking about this. Look around you. What if you could do something that maybe not now and maybe not in 5 years, but you can pretty much guarantee that for sure, at least your next generation is going to be more cohesive. They're going to be more tolerant of each other. They're going to stick together more, have each other's backs, go into business with each other, have those family reunions every 5 years where 20,000 people show up and jumpstart some city's economy. Where your heirs, at the very least, they look forward to dealing with other heirs because there's a different level of education, there's a different level of options, possibilities, quality of life that was experienced in their lifetime because of you. That's powerful. That's significant. Bump success. I'm looking to be significant. Success is for the birds. If it doesn't come with significance first, successfully being significant. So, family as a business. Every member acting for the benefit of the family because they know the family is for the benefit of them. And that is the epitome of trust. And that's the first Legacy series. I just want to let y'all know, man, who taught you and who taught me. And more than likely it was a Rockefeller, or Rockefeller heavily influenced our entire lives. And then we don't self-study. We end up being commercial slaves. Life ain't fun when you ain't got no money. You can't provide for the people around you that you want to. You can't do the things you want. So hopefully, I laid some of the foundation for knowledge on this episode. Gee, we got a lot of callers. Was I going in, y'all? We're going to get to the phone line. Wow, I'm humbled. I love y'all too. We'll get to the phone lines, 424-222-5250. You can call in if you're on the internet checking us out. 563-999-3625. Both numbers work apparently. They still do. We got about 15 minutes left in the broadcast. You are listening to the baddest and hottest radio network on the planet. High Frequency Radio Network. And this is So L on the Foundation. We're going to go to the first caller. First caller on the switchboard anyways. Don't blame me, blame Blog Talk. 334-7103. Wait. Hold on, 334. Oh, dang. Come on, refresh. And Blog Talk be hating. 334-7103. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Mo. I'm calling from Birmingham, Alabama.
Peace, Mo. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much.
Okay. I had a question. I was just trying to see what position we should be in to starting to correct our status.
Starting to correct the status.
Or what would be to remove self from the debtor position?
I think that would be a matter of opinion. Everybody's process is different, and what everyone thinks is necessary to be done initially or first is going to be different. Definitely, study.
Right.
Specific aspects with regards to nationality.
Okay. So, do you start with your birth certificate, your Social Security card?
All that's public. So, you start by not using that. You stop using it. And in order to do that, you got to do business in your new name, and leave the old name alone. And, predominantly and traditionally, that's through trust or an estate of some particular type. So, the birth certificate and the Social Security number, a lot of people have a lot of opinions about that. My opinion is that was created by the state and it was created by the federal government. And it wasn't created by, my private family.
And change what would you recommend doing, a DBA or a sole proprietor?
What would I recommend doing, a DBA or a sole proprietor? Well, those are both public. If I had to recommend anything, I don't give legal advice. I'm not a tax attorney. I'm not a lawyer. I don't give legal advice. But I would do neither. I would do, if I had to do a public entity, I would do an LLC that was privately, owned by, a trust. That's what I would do.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Oh, thank you for calling in. Appreciate you calling in.
Okay.
Peace to the gods and the goddesses.
Thank you.
Sound like she had a coach in the background. Peace to the coach. Next caller. Man, come on, Blog Talk. It's going to be the 205 area code when this thing stops doing what it's doing. 205, there's a couple of y'all. 205, we're going to do 9626. 205-9626. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace. This Kushmir Antoine calling from Birmingham.
You said Kushmir Antoine?
Right, L. And
Peace.
I'm kind of familiar with where you're going. You know, I did a lot of the research, so the things that you were speaking about, I'm kind of familiar with. But my issue is starting and not having to restart because of improper starting. Okay, now where I'm going, I kind of have a plan to create a system that will be self-sustainable. Same systems that we're talking about. You know, I've been studying and for quite some time now, and I transitioned myself into the process of creating from the ground. So I need to set my family up to start to receive resources that they pull from the earth. Now, my first thing is the trust. That's where I am. Not just a simple family trust, but insurance trust, gun trust, every type of trust that I can use to secure my family in any endeavor that they may take on. Now, at my current status, I haven't even figured out how to really stop using the name that I was given from my mother. Now, I try not to use it. You know, I really don't use it often. I may have to use it once or twice a year, but I don't want to have to use it at all. And I have a little bit of information about my ancestry. We come from Creek natives and things like that, but I haven't figured out how to attach that to person and estate type of building. So in that process, what would you recommend for family trust to set myself up for a recurrence of this type of self-sustainability?
I'm always going to say, establishing a private estate.
Right.
My man said a gun trust. I like that. I don't think it's necessary for any more than business trust, asset protection trust, or trust plural. Oh, my man fell off. But I'm gonna continue to answer the question. So, I don't feel like you need anything more than a business trust, asset protection trust, family trust. That being the bulk of the estate, in my opinion. You can have several business trusts, several asset protection trusts. But, I think the first step would be, not only studying trust, but understanding the difference between public and private. Specifically, the entities, whether trust or corporations, that derive their existence from legislation, and entities that derive their existence from the actual contract or indenture itself. So I think that's one of the first places, to start. And also, if you would like, there are several different ways and mediums by which to, learn this information. I do happen to facilitate, private trustee training. So if you're interested, you can hit me up. The email is admin@welcometothefoundation.com. Admin, ADMIN, @welcometothefoundation.com. But, first and foremost, there's the thought it's all mentalism. You know, mentalism first. The thought first. We got to have it in our mind first before we can do anything. If it's not in our mind, it ain't shaking. So, you know, with that being said, that's what I suggest you do first. And I know you fell off, brother, but hopefully, you know, you're going to check this out in the archives, or, you know, I don't think you have time to come back. But appreciate you calling in, Brother Antoine. And hopefully that answered your question. I'm going to kick it to my mellow, my man. Peace.
Peace to the guys. What's the business, man?
Man, peace. Everything's perfect, man. How you doing?
Man, you know, it's all is well. I'm speaking to you, brother. So, you know, just got back from the artificial construct, just pulled 2 shifts. So, you know, exercising my affairs in the public out here, man, so I can strengthen them in the private. You feel me?
Oh, yes.
No doubt. The family's good. No doubt. The family's good. Yeah, the family's good. So, actually, I'm over here building with the brother Kush L, man. He was, we all over here together and whatnot. So as well, you know, my brother been tuning in. He got living trust, you know what I'm saying, books, you know what I'm saying, all around different, you know what I'm saying. We got the literature. We got some helpful literature around and whatnot. And my brother ready now, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, correct certain things and go ahead and move in a better position, you know what I'm saying, to put himself in a better condition, you know what I'm saying. He's actually living it. Like you said, if it's not in the mind state, then it ain't there yet. So the brother already taking a step. He's feeding the community, you know what I'm saying. We're accessing, we're looking at land, different spots not being utilized, houses. We're also looking into that adverse, you know what I'm saying, property thing. You feel me? So the brother will be giving you a call and hitting you up. He in motion, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I'm here with him. You know, we linked up. You know, such things, you know, coincidence. So the Creator linked us up together, bro, and it was just divine time to go ahead and tell him, man, tune in to the foundation so we can go ahead and get started somewhere. So the kickstart is definitely here, and I salute you, brother, for being on point. You know what I'm saying, being a man of your word and being consistent every week, dropping jewels to see who's gonna pick them up. And you know what I'm saying, and we here. So, you know, it's definitely what it is, man. I just got in, so we here, and we're going to continue to build and, you know what I'm saying, take notes and whatnot as well. So be looking out, though. They're going to give you a call, you know what I'm saying, and I just been giving a little brush to the notes, the compiled notes that I've been taking throughout last year, you know what I'm saying, up until now. So it is what it is. So, you know what I'm saying, we building. And I believe I got a few more brothers out there who's on the Max Boss transfer line with me. They in tune to their listening. So, you know what I'm saying, it's all good, man. We building the crowd, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. So, yeah, no doubt. Power in numbers, though. So, power in numbers.
Yeah, power in numbers, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad you said that. Hey, all praises due to the ancestors and the Creator, but I appreciate you. You know, salute to you as well. You know, salute to all the brothers, all the sisters, you know, holding it down, putting in work, you know, still trying to work on that transition and not giving up, you know. Definitely salute. But what was I going to say? Power in numbers, man. So how do I say this without blowing my spot? Okay, so you know how energy, right? Can be combined for one. True. You know, different sources of energy can be combined for one specific, you know, goal. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to, like, what I be talking about in the private, you know, I'm always down for, you know, the family to combine energy, if y'all understand what I'm saying, man.
Right.
You know, the energy, and how is energy converted, and what is it converted to? So combine that, you know, with people, you know, of like mind, and it's still the same thing. I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. So there's a group, there's a group rate, man. Group rates, man, for the family.
Group rate. I got you. I feel you. Hey, so I'm about to take on the name as Copper Tone, man. You know, that superconductor, because that way I can be able to link up and amalgamate different energy together, man, so they can meet, you know what I mean?
Oh, man, that's love. Yo, so that's what I call you from now on? Copper Tone?
There we go. Copper Tone Bay, correction.
Copper Tone Bay. Oh, got you.
Superconductor, man. At your service.
Coppertone Bay.
Yeah, sir.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in.
Indeed, man. I'm hit you up in a little bit, though. We're going to hit you up, bro.
All right. All right,
peace. Peace to God.
In a minute. Peace to God. Always good to hear from family. Daryl from Brownsville, push 1, man. Where you at, man? I ain't talking to you in a minute, man. I don't even see him. Did you change your number? Next caller. All zeros. Oh, what happened to you? Oh, there you go. You thought I was going to miss you? I ain't like that. I don't do that. All zeros. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from? Or not. Or not.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? It's Al from Brown.
Oh, that was you. I'm doing well, brother.
Me.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, my phone is still a little bit jacked up, so I have to use the WhatsApp app and all the other apps to talk to you until it's turned back on, I'm trying not to lose my number, but I'm trying not to lose I don't want to lose my number. But anyway, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, brother. How you doing? Yeah.
I'm doing okay. Damn, I'm doing okay. Damn, my train is back on the track. Not fully though, but it's back on the track.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good to hear, man. How's the family?
Everything. Everybody's all right. How's yours?
Family's great, man. Got through the, people was all on the doors and stuff yesterday. Got All Hallows Eve. You know what I mean? But we lived through it. It was good.
On the doors?
Yeah, trying to get candy and stuff. My trick or treat.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, knocking on the doors. Okay, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Made it through it, man. So
yeah.
It's all love.
I didn't.
How you doing, man?
I kept my
How was your week?
I'm.
Yeah.
It's all right. I've been, paying with my sister. Paying with my sister. I'm trying to get that job over with. And
okay.
So she does a little side hustles and stuff like that. After work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's off the book. So I'm looking to get back on the book. So I'm trying to finish this, out with her so I can get back on the book like that, and do my own little thing like that, Yeah. So out the whole month, I only before I used to work all month long. Now I only go to work 1 week when I feel like it, So I try not, I have more time to think and be myself. Instead of being someplace stuck for 40 hours for somebody else,
Yeah, man.
Do what they want me to do.
Enjoy your time.
Oh yes, I am. But I know you got to get ready. Go soon. I'm gonna let you take the next caller, and I'm gonna catch you here next week. You know how to hit me up an email if you need to. It's always a pleasure talking to you. You always remain safe.
Oh yes, you too.
Okay.
Keep the family safe, man. Protect the babies.
I definitely will, and you do the same too. You too, so well.
Peace, man.
Peace.
You got 90 seconds left on the broadcast. I just tripped over my. Look, I'm gonna bring in this caller though. Caller 347. If you're listening on the internet, you want to call in. It's about to start streaming. You're gonna fall off. It's gonna shut off. 347-0529. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's the deal? This is Yvette Darrell from Brownsville, sister. God bless you, Sot Out. Peace to the community.
Oh, how you doing, sister? Peace to you.
Blessed and highly favored. Listen, I listened to your words tonight, and it so hit home about family. But let me tell you something. You see, my brother, I'm going to do everything that I can to help my brother because I need him to get to that mindset where he doesn't have to work for other people but work for himself and his family. Unfortunately, he has to understand that he can't put his trust in so-called friends and so-called family because everybody's not your friend and everybody's not your family. You got some people, when they see you get into a different mindset and you go in a different way and you on a different level, some people are designed to snatch you down and destruct you and be a stumbling block. Like I try to tell my brother, it's only a matter of time. People can't hold you and they can't keep you. Whatever's designed for you is designed for you. Whatever's for you is for you. But I just want everybody to know, because I know with some haters on the line, watch the Gardner clan. Because when we come, we're not coming for fame. We're not coming for money. We come to be significant and to make a difference. See, we don't have to have everybody to be family and kin, because everybody that's skin is not necessarily of my skin. So I just want you all to understand. Hear us now, but you're going to watch us and understand us later. Just like how you making the difference and the significance and dropping the diamonds and the jewels, some got it and some still going to be thinking it's rocks. Unfortunately, let them keep thinking it's rocks, because the ones who know what it is going to pick it up and they're going to run with it. It's just a matter of time, because like you said, strength in numbers, and the numbers is growing. They just ain't saying nothing. But when they come out, it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Trust and believe that. So with that being said, peace to the guys, peace to my brothers and sisters out there in the community. Keep listening. Don't miss anything, because when you miss it, it's going to be over and you're not going to hear it. Keep thinking that everything is materialistic for the moment, and you got your wealth right here. Because these little small things, you can get it in abundance, and it won't cost you nothing in the long run. But you can grab it now, and it's going to cost you more later on down the line. You be blessed all that. We going to keep going. My brother going to have his phone number back on. Like I said, you got haters in the midst, and they trying to tear him down, but it ain't going to be for long, because I'm working to make sure my brother come up with me. I'm not leaving my brother behind, because that's my brother. And like I tell people, that's a jewel. When you get somebody like him, he's rare and few. You don't get too many diamonds like that. That's a rare diamond, and that's a diamond you need to hold on. You be blessed, brother. We going to talk back into you by Wednesday, but we definitely catching up, because we going to be hitting all the classes and everything else just now, because I got to make sure my brother run with me. I'm not going to leave my brother behind. Like I said, if I want to run fast and get ahead quick, I'm going to leave him behind. But no, I'm not leaving my brother behind. We running together, because we in this race together, along with you, Sot Out. So you be blessed, my brother.
Appreciate you, sister.
Peace
Thank you very much. Peace to
I
you.
appreciate you, too.
Honors and noble regards. Thank you for calling in. Have a great week.
Thank you. You too. You too.
I will. Thank you. Peace, sister.
Peace.
Powerful words from a powerful sister. All right, yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. I know there's more calls. I gotta go. I love y'all. I really do. And I look forward to the next time when we can do this again. It's a pleasure and an honor. Definitely want to say on the way out, it's really, really important that we understand that the school that we went to wasn't the school for us. It was the school for them. And it's time for us to go to the school for us. And the school for us, we're not going to be made to go there. There's no truancy officers. You know what I'm saying? That you don't get late passes. You don't get graded. The grade is in the demonstration and what comes from this private schooling. This is important. It's important for your legacy. It's important for the ones coming after you. And what better way to leave this world knowing that everyone that's crowded around your bed, and I mean everyone, is going to be taken care of, at least financially, and you made that happen. I don't care what else you do on this planet. That's going to be the only real solid thing that's going to allow you to close your eyes and be good. Beyond that, doing that same thing for others that are outside of your family. Other than that, I'm not trying to hear it. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking us out. High Frequency Radio Network. I'm your host, Sot, and this has been The Foundation. We're checking out the Legacy Series. We're going to do Legacy Series Family Banking, Legacy Series Family Business. We're going to do a couple more. Sort of like the Commercial of Ellie series. Main reason is love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, equality is why I'm out here. I love y'all. I want y'all to do good, not only for the people around you, or for a good name, or for a good reputation, but for a good feeling overall. For more days, out of the week than not, more weeks out of the month than not, more months out of the year than not, more hours out of the day than not. Feeling good about the things that we're doing, about the things that we're allowing to be in our minds, about the things that we're researching, and the plans that we have for the future, and the faith and the trust that we have in ourselves and those around us. Sometimes it's a long ways away, but how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Hit me up, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. It would be my honor to serve you. In the meantime, take care of yourself, enjoy yourself, and I'll catch you next time. I love you. Honor and nobility. Peace to the gods.
Doing this thing all the way live. High Frequency Radio.